New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also, you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you.
Hear me clearly. America is not a racist country.
We need to address, well, first of all, no, I don't think America is a racist country.
Amani Jackson spent 45 minutes every day putting a cap over her natural curly hair and gluing a wig with straight hair in its place. One day, she stopped. Instead of the wig, Jackson, who is black, began wearing her natural hair in a neat bun. Within a month, she was fired. Now the federal agency tasked with safeguarding and enforcing anti-discrimination laws in the workplace is suing the company accused of terminating her, stating that the action was racially motivated. The Equally Employment Opportunity Commission, or the EEOC, filed a complaint in federal court on Wednesday against Louisiana-based American Screening, LLC, a drug and medical testing supply company headquartered in Shreveport. In a news release announcing the lawsuit, attorneys for the EEOC stated that Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 bars employers from treating workers differently based on their race, which includes personal characteristics such as hair. Quote, an employer may not more ask an employee to change or conceal their natural hair texture than it may ask them to change or conceal their skin color. To the complaint, Jackson was referred to American Screening for a sales position by a staffing company. She interviewed with the owner and the human resource manager on August 2nd of 2018 and started working there 11 days later. Jackson wore the wig during an interview and for the first month or so that she worked for American Screening. Attorney for the EEOC stated that the wig likely came from a person or persons who were European or Native American and that it was uncomfortable, especially in the heat and humidity and time consuming to maintain. Sometime in the mid to late September, Jackson reportedly stopped wearing the wig. Instead, Jackson began wearing her tight, curly hair naturally, often pulling it back into a bun. Other employees at American Screening who did not have similar hair textures also wear buns or ponytails. On October 8th of 2018, the owner took notice of Jackson's change of hairstyle and told someone in human resources to talk to her about, quote, looking more professional. The owner reportedly stated that she, quote, came in with beautiful hair, but now looks like she rolled directly out of the bed. The following day, the human resources manager talked to the staffing company that referred Jackson about the owner's complaints. In response, attorneys stated that a senior recruiter said that employers can require their workers to have a neatly groomed hair, but have to respect racial differences in hair. Quote, employers should make sure grooming standards are race neutral, adopted for non-discriminatory reasons, and consistencies applied. HR relayed the message to the owner, who reportedly replied, quote, is Ms. Jackson going to fix her hair? 2 days later, attorneys for the EEOC stated that the company owner told Jackson her hair was unacceptable and that she needed to wear a wig instead. The owner also reportedly reiterated concerns about her hair sticking every which way and looking like she just rolled out of the bed. But Jackson did not resume wearing the wig and she was fired on October 18th of 2018. The owners of American Screening later told the staffing company it was because they no longer needed her services. Jackson filed a charge of discrimination with the EEOC shortly after she was fired. On September 1st of 2020, the agency determined that there was reasonable cause to believe American Screening discriminated against her and reached out in an attempt to reconcile with the company, but those efforts fell short, prompting the EEOC to sue. Wednesday's lawsuit requirements, a judge issued an order barring American Screening from discriminating against its workers and requiring it institute policies that ensure equal employment opportunities regardless of race. So the best thing that I can sit up here and say is this is the main reason that I tell a lot of black women out here, hey, since you got disposable income, since you guys seemingly have the most money out here to basically spend on whatever it is that you want, hey, why don't you guys talk about that sisterhood, formulate that in reality and put money together so that you guys can formulate your own businesses, right? Hire each other, work with each other, build with each other, and invest with each other in order to circumvent a lot of these problems and these situations that I happen to talk about and bring up on these platforms, because this is not the first and this won't be the last story that I will do dealing with black women having to face certain things or discrimination or retaliatory actions when dealing either with their skin complexion, their hair, or just them being there, right? Because normally in a lot of these situations you have a lot of black women, um, they will just get a lot of aggression and anger just because they exist, right? And this has been proven a multitude of times in a multitude of different stories. But my main issue, which is a fact, right, regardless of whatever people like to say, like quote unquote black women have a sisterhood, we love each other, we really care for each other. Yeah, it's a little bit of a farce, because the way that I look at it, the way that I'm factually looking at the evidence that is here from a logical perspective, a lot of black women don't want to work with or be around a lot of other black women. And if black women are actually being 100% honest, they will honestly tell you and give examples of the experiences that they've had with other black women, either socially, in the workplace, or even dealing with friends or family, right? And in a lot of those instances, there is negativity there. There is fear. There is envy, right? There is a type of greed, right? Because one black woman A, may have, right, a nice high paying job. She may live in a very nice area, and one of her friends, like in a group, might be envious and jealous and feel that, oh, she thinks she all that because she's making all this money, she got this high paying job, and she's living where she is and all this. Nah, 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 because realistically friend B is just envious and jealous, and they just like to complain. So instead of trying to fix their own issues and their own problems, they're going to try to blanket the situation and put all of the blame, right, of whatever her problems are directly on friend A and try to make friend A to seem like the problem. And while doing that, she's going to relay all of this directly to the rest of the friends, trying to sow those seeds directly in their minds so that, friend B is now the controlling friend amongst the group, right? Because she wants everybody to feel the same way and she wants everybody to see exactly how she sees the world. And if she's not able to fix her problems, then she doesn't want anybody else to alleviate their own problems or fix their problems and better themselves, right? Because then she's going to be by herself. Friend B is going to be by herself, with all of her complaints or issues and her problems, and it's going to be just a her problem instead of a their problem, right? And I've seen this even throughout life. I've seen this throughout middle school, seen this in high school, seen this in a little bit of college, and I've also, seen this in other places where seemingly, you know, black women just cannot seem to want to work together and or get along. And the moment in time that I point this out and I put black women to task, be like, yo, why don't you guys come together, pull your money together, formulate a business, get a business plan together, and you guys can be successful in your own thing and it's controlled by you. I've gotten some pushback from other black women that are like, "Oh, here we go with black men trying to tell us what it is that we should or shouldn't do. Why is it that we always have to do everything? And how is it that black men aren't building these things for us?" No, 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 no. And this is when I got to pull back and I have to let people know that the issues that black women face amongst themselves, that is not a black man's issue. That is a you issue. That is a personal problem. right? Just like if I have issues with black men, that is a black man problem. That is a my problem that I'm having with them, right? I'm not going to sit up there and ask black women to help me out. Like, yo, black women, I'm having this issue with black men. I need you to help me, smooth these things out. Nah, I'm not doing that. Like I said, I'm a man dealing with men problems in men situations. I'm not going to sit up there and ask a black woman to come into a man's area to basically smooth out that situation. Nah, it's either we're going to work out the situation or we're not going to work out the situation. It's either a yay or a nay. It's no in between. Like I said, I don't got time for that wishy-washy, type of nonsense. But this is what a lot of women like to encourage, and this is what they like to do. Women will literally be in groups and have issues with a variety of other women there, but they're not really going to disassociate themselves from that group and those people because those problems are there. Even though you know that those problems can grow into a detrimental type of level, and they can, in a sense, fracture that group and fracture all of those people, meaning that, hey, everything is not going to be the same. Hey, people are going to be envious and jealous, and people are going to start spreading rumors. And if you get a business started, then those other people that don't like you, they're going to try to ruin everything that it is that you're trying to create. So, like I said, I don't know exactly what black women are going to sit up there and do, but I'm going to tell you that y'all need to sit up there and do something quick, fast, and in a hurry, because every other group of women out here is winning. And they're doing that without the help of their men basically creating a building for them. Because, like I said before, women always have had the power to create. That is your universal or God given ability, however you want to sit up there and pull it, that you are able to do. So it's a little bit confusing to me as why it is with, some of the women that want to give me pushback saying that I or many other men need to create something for somebody who is able to create. That's a little bit baffling for me. I'm just saying. Just saying. But, and yet again, those divestors, where are you guys at when dealing with businesses or issues like this? Why aren't you guys marching? Why aren't you guys protesting? Why aren't you guys trying to go on the Yelp page and talk about this business and what it is that they had to do? Why aren't you guys on social media? Oh, that's right. You don't actually care, because it's not your problem. It's a her problem. Even though you guys are all black women, right? Even though you guys all go through the exact same things, it's a her problem, and you're not going to talk about it. Why? Because it's going to mess up, your potential goal of getting your man, right? Good game. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.